Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Order of Silver Arrows.
Whoop, whoop.
Where's my notebook? It is in here, that's fine. Thank
Jordan
you.
stole it.
So,
Damn it, Jordan.
last we left off, some of the gang, Zafrab, Torvi, Ro, and Schmiveldorf, accompanied Old Jim on a quest of great import.
It was lit.
They fought a froghemoth. They had the greatest meal perhaps any of them have ever had. Thanks to a nat 20 cooking check on Schmiveldorf's part. They had a ratatouille moment. It was pretty great. You didn't, because I don't think you ate.
Oh, I was eating grass.
You were eating grass, but you had a good time too.
It was lovely. I had a grand old time.
And then they ended up going to Old Jim's home, which is a place unlike any other. But today is not the story of that tale, because we're going to get to that later when those people are actually here. Today I'm joined by Alana, Maddie, Tyler, and Jordan.
Hello.
So we'll be catching up with Karina and Jewel. And then Maddie and Jordan, you will be playing someone else today.
Okay.
Who I will surprise you with.
Oh, that's fun.
So, after Brazimal's attack, everyone is busy. Arungandir and Sigurd and the others are busy rebuilding for the Firbolgs and trying to settle things down there and get them settled down again, but also defendable. Torvi, Zafrab, Ro, and Schmiveldorf went off on a mission some time ago. You guys have been keeping busy here on the home front, but recently a new mission has been given to you. Arental wants a proper base of operations for the Order of Silver Arrows. The tavern isn't big enough since your membership is expanding, and it's just not secret. It's kind of a center. There's lots of people in there all the time, which is great when you guys are trying to talk hush-hush. But comings and goings are easily monitored. And he's not worried about, like, you guys are in the frontier, so it's not like a people spying on you sort of thing. It's just he wants things more out of the way.
Right.
For what he plans to do. It worked before when it was just him chilling and protecting this town. But now that more people are involved, he wants something bigger. And this coincides with a new concern. There are reports of troglodytes attacking folk on the roads and occasionally harassing villages. The lizard folk have had some of Vilmern's village down in the swamps down southeast have been having some problems with them. Like the gnome village that Zafrab comes from, has some travelers from there have been harassed, and so like Zafrab's father has brought this to your attention. Badinokwe Waket. Tarilo actually recalls that there's an old fortified castle built by some long-gone human nation as sort of an outpost for them out here back when they tried to invade the woods and failed horribly, because that's what happens when you fight, you know, angry Firbolgs and other creatures that can turn invisible and use illusions and stuff. So he thinks that the troglodytes, since no one's quite sure where they are and they don't speak English, they don't speak common or other languages, they just speak their own weird troglodyte language. But he feels like these things are Underdark creatures. They have been probably forced out of the Underdark by something, somehow. And that's not really your guys' concern what goes on in the Underdark, but they're up here now, and they're a problem.
Right.
And he feels like they're probably somewhere around there. So Jewel and Karina, since forces are stretched thin, you guys have gone off to try and at least locate the place. And if possible, to eliminate the threat. But potentially, this fort could serve as a new base of operations. It's out of the way, no one really remembers where it is. And so, it could be but most importantly, even if that's not the case, if it couldn't be used, these creatures need to be stopped, and whoever is organizing them needs to be stopped. So yeah, you've been sent to find this place. And it's skipping ahead, it's been a good bit of searching. You've probably, not even counting the travel time, you've probably been looking for the place about a week and a half. But you have found it, and you've been scouting it out. It is a large, slightly decrepit stone fort out here in the forest. The tattered remains of ancient banners barely remain. And you see two troglodytes lazily kind of standing on top of the walls. About to get to that. But the thing that catches your eye is, for the first time today, you've been trying to figure out how to get inside because it's a fortified walls. You could figure out some rope arrow situation. You've been considering that. You've been considering climbing up because Jewel can climb walls pretty good, but that wouldn't get Karina up. So you've been trying to figure out where to get in. But for the first time today, the giant wooden doors open, and you see approaching. You've heard it for a while, and you were staying low. You see a band of 2 minotaurs and 10 troglodytes coming in, and they're all holding ropes that are attached to this large creature that they appear to be pulling in against its will. An unwilling prisoner of these creatures. Their prisoner appears to be a large, 2-headed giant. You see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Jordan? Maddie?
Stop.
This is Muckhucker.
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 Okay. Muckhucker.
Muck is the head on the right. Hucker is the head on the left.
I'll be Mug.
Okay, I'll be
You
Hucker.
be Hucker.
That's how I wrote it down, actually.
Alright. Great.
Whether Muckhucker is male or female, that is up to you. Or neither.
Muckhucker
You can
is...
do whatever you want. This is...
Muckhucker is doesn't conform to gender stereotypes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It is a non-gender specific 2-headed giant.
Yeah.
With large tusks.
Yeah, we use ze, they pronouns. Muck does, yeah. I don't know about you.
Is there any other fun characteristics you'd like to throw on? Does Hucker have glasses?
They have a like a pink streak of hair.
Both of them?
And no, me.
Just Muck.
I don't know about you. I've got a septum piercing and the mysterious past that you don't.
only one head knows about.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think the Hooker just goes with the flow of things.
Yeah.
You just can knock him in
I
out.
blindfold them a lot. Wait, what buttons do you use?
Hooker cares.
I
They're
blindfold
both
them a lot
Caleb.
so that I can do my own thing.
Oh, I thought you were saying just like knock him out.
Like, I do shit when they're asleep.
Yeah. When
Um,
they sleep, I
Do I know what
party.
kind of giant this is?
Yeah, this is an Etten.
Okay.
Wait, I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, so
Am I
you
hot?
get, yeah, so
Yeah, I am.
one of you can take a picture of this. Because you'll be using most of the stats,
Oh god.
with
okay.
the exception that your health is much higher, and to give you guys a bit of an edge, you have access to Second Wind and Action Surge.
Damn.
Okay.
So you see,
I feel like I should come sit by you. I'm gonna come sit by you, Jordan. Macaco.
Fusion.
Oh, this
this
is my
is an
home
Etten.
world thinks of fusion.
but you look much nicer.
Oh god, yeah, but we're hot, right?
Yeah, you're hot.
Okay.
You're a hot Etten.
We're like
Yeah.
this, but hot.
What
Yeah.
is that in?
That's
Monster
Monster
Manual.
Manual.
Okay.
The end's just standard.
Wait, hold on.
Okay. Find it.
We are two individuals trapped in the same brutish body. Oh, what a nice name. It isn't right. It isn't fusion. Okay.
So you see this prisoner basically being taken to the fort.
Mm-hmm.
And you can only imagine that they're either going... It would be a lot of effort to kill this thing. They're going through pains to capture it.
Mm-hmm.
Your first thought is they might be trying to turn it to their side. Who knows?
Mhm.
What would you like to do?
I want to step on these guys. Yeah. How many legs do we have? Two.
You have 2 legs.
Legs?
You have
Can
2
I
legs, 2
control
arms, 2
like the
heads.
leg on the right, or like can I only control one leg?
That's, yeah, we're going. Yeah. So, for the purposes of this, you guys are splitting your multi attack.
Okay.
But
so
you can
I have
you can each
one-
do your own thing.
One. Okay. I'm on the side. You're on it.
You guys have to constantly be like, right, left.
Would you like to make a strength check to try and?
Yeah.
Did you
So
forget
I'm
the dice
stomping.
over there?
I have my dice here.
There's dice everywhere.
I'll roll with this hand.
Throw her this dice.
You can roll with that hand.
Do you want these?
Do you want these?
The ones I threw her.
Need it. Yeah. Awesome.
No, hands home.
Okay.
Don't lose more dice here, Jordan.
I've never lost
yeah,
any dice
they're
here.
rainbow.
No, that's why I gave.
You got
It was
my
at
number,
another friend's
Harper.
house.
You
It was at
understand
James'
me.
house that I lost dice.
You lost the D4.
I
No.
lost.
No.
I lost nothing. It's precisely where I wanted it.
Or,
Okay.
I suppose it would be an
Oh
attack
man.
roll.
Yeah, I got an 8.
8, but you get to add 7.
Yeah.
So 25.
Or actually 8.
No.
You get to add 8.
15.
I was like, what?
25.
It's like, whoa! Okay.
Awesome.
Wait, so we're
I'm
a
sorry,
bit
you get-
stronger?
Huh?
We're a bit stronger than normal.
No, I just raised your proficiency bonus.
Oh,
Oh.
let's.
So you have a plus 8 to hit.
So 15 to stomp.
15 to stomp? I think that's high. Are you trying to hit a troglodyte? Because the minotaurs are a
Sure.
bit too big to...
Whatever I can,
Minotaurs are too big to
whatever
stomp.
is under my foot, I will stomp.
Yeah, that's stompable.
Stop.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to roll for that, but yeah, you stomp on a troglodyte.
Yeah.
And
I feel like
he's not dead, but your foot
You hear
comes
some
up and
bones
he's...
crunching.
Yeah,
Not
it's,
yet done.
he's like... "Ah!" And they begin to pull you back into...
Oh, this sucks.
better.
We're like, I feel like we're like the, you know that dragon that has 2 heads in Dragon Tale?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
That's who we are. That's what we look like.
Fucking love
Yeah.
Dragon Tales.
Right?
Don't we all?
Is there anything Hucker would like to do?
If I eat potato chips, does it go into his stomach? Or do we share a stomach?
You share a stomach.
I guess I'll stomp somewhere. Oh, you know what?
But the thing is that Hucker is also like has an allergy to food coloring, but Mutt doesn't,
So I
and it
ate
just-
everyone.
and it just makes life
Hucker's
really
like, "Please
difficult.
stop, I'm
So
fucking you."
one
And I'm like,
one
"No."
head is like spazzing out.
And you're like, I'm fine.
I need to move. I need to move. I need to move. I need to move.
Well, because here's the thing: if I kill him, I get the body. So
But
But it just
no,
makes my
because
ADHD worse.
I've
No,
tried
no.
like 7 times.
but theoretically, your brain and central nervous system is only hooked up to half the body.
Well,
So
let's
you just, like,
take a
like-
saw to it, right?
I mean, you still only have one
No, no,
Do
leg.
we
It's-
share
it's-
a
it's-
heart?
Yeah,
Yes.
1 heart, 2 hearts.
One.
It's gonna make me look at this.
I
I'm
mean,
pretty
you
sure
still only
it's
have
just
one
one
You
leg.
leg.
honestly, you've never
You kind of hopping.
had the
Maybe.
opportunity to explore that option.
I'm,
So-
Ow.
I'm going to stomp on something too.
What'd you do?
Yeah,
I hit my
we're
elbow with
stomping,
it.
Big Tucker.
That's an 11.
All right, you
Plus-
also hit.
Yeah.
Stomp.
So you both, yeah. As soon as that foot comes down on a troglodyte, the other foot comes down on a different troglodyte. Yeah.
Boom, boom.
It's like, yeah, you just they were pulling you,
troglodyte?
and then you were like, you were resisting it, and you're like, oh, I bet we could fuck with them, and you both
The one
speed
that-
up and basically jump
Harper's
on 2
holding it.
troglodytes.
Great.
They're like, ah! And now they're underneath your feet, and all the 2 minotaurs and the troglodytes begin trying to pull you back into being under their
Can
control.
we communicate telepathically?
I don't think so. I think you have to speak. You have to speak.
What languages
Well,
do they
But you
speak?
So
speak-
if we
We
argue
You
with
created our own language.
You speak Giant and Orc, which you don't think these guys know.
if we argue with each other, are we technically arguing with ourselves?
Yes.
Okay.
I punch him. Can I be like, stop hitting yourself?
No, because that's your arm.
Stop hitting yourself.
Do you want to communicate?
Let's keep stomping.
Okay.
I stomp again.
I picture you guys are just jumping up and down at this point.
I'm gonna keep
This is
stomping.
not the first troglodytes you've stomped today.
So who's
they
holding?
lost.
Are the minotaurs holding ropes?
The minotaurs and the troglodytes are all holding the ropes.
Do we have any weapons?
No, they took your they took your weapons from you.
Where are we tied?
Around your waist, around your arms. So your arms are not doable
Here,
at the moment.
Can I bite my rope off?
No, they're kind of lower than that.
I can.
Can we move
What
our
if I
arms
bite
at all?
his rope off?
Not a lot, really. No, you've been tied up pretty good.
So I just got my second attack.
Okay.
So, how does extra attack work with sneak attack? It's
Wait,
just
how
one
did you
attack.
get second attack?
Fifth level. Or, damn it, no, I'm a fourth
Yeah,
level
that's what I
ranger.
thought.
I read the wrong thing.
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
Damn it. I can kill one of the minotaurs if you can kill the other one.
Possibly. What spells do I got?
Cool.
I have a crossbow, some daggers, spells.
You guys can take like
These are awesome triggers.
a weak hit, right? Like,
Probably.
How much health do we have?
You guys, I believe
More than the-
If
what
I
I
send a-
gave you guys is you have like 130.
I sent a
hit points.
fireball over there. Will it just like burn their feet a bit?
Okay, if he gets hit in the face with a fireball, do I take damage?
You both share your health.
Well, I'm not gonna like aim at your face. Obviously, I would aim like.
also,
Around
I'm
your
pretty
feet.
sure your heads aren't 30 feet apart.
That
Yeah.
was an example. Don't be rude.
Are you judging us?
I don't
No,
remember what
just
these
half of
spells
you.
do.
I'll just shoot one of the minotaurs, cast Hunter's Mark on it, and shoot it.
Okay.
So whichever one is closer, I guess.
I
Do I
am
need to make a stealth
currently
check, or are we?
hiding
You guys are
a little
hidden
bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
for the purposes of you've been scoping out this fort for a while.
Okay.
And then Alana, what would you like to do? What does Jewel do?
I'm looking up what this spell does.
I'll say it's possible to hit some minotaurs and troglodytes without hitting the Eden.
Cool.
Which one do you want to
With advantage? Because
Yes.
Okay.
I
Sneaky.
think I'm the still one.
Natural 1. Okay.
no, the other one was an 8.
Cool.
So that's a 17 to hit.
That will hit a minotaur. Yes.
Thank God. And I do get assassinate because he hasn't acted.
You do get assassinate.
Okay, cool.
But we'll be rolling initiative. This is your guys' surprise round.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
initiative after this.
I could change the appearance of them. That'd be funny. Make them 1 foot shorter.
You don't get oath. You didn't declare oath.
I didn't. I get 66 for sneak and 2d6
Okay.
for Hunter's Mark.
Checking.
12.
Damn.
So
Assassins, man.
Wild.
It's a lot of high dice on there too.
30 there is.
Eight's from.
My oath bow. Is a d8.
how
Yeah, long
big
bows.
around
Oh, yeah, you.
them, like, would it be? If I was to make a circle around everyone.
God damn it,
If you were gonna hit everyone, you could hit everyone.
Okay, so that's 10.
But if I wanted to
20.
make a circle around all of them.
Can you like not
This
hit
is
us?
why you
Does that
can't-
happen?
Well, I have like wall of fire, so if I wanted to just like send it
Oh.
through like them.
How many feet does Wall of Fire do?
Up to 60 feet long.
60
Yeah.
feet long.
20 feet high, 1 foot thick. Or a ring. Oh, so that'd be just a wall. But if I make it a ringed wall, it'd be 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
So you just want to hit every single person if you can without hitting
Pretty
the
much.
Eden?
If I just like went.
If you don't hit us.
Can
But-
it curve? Can it be a curved wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think with that,
Can you do a curved fireball?
I think you
if
can
you're,
do.
if you're,
Yeah.
if you're,
I mean, I could
know-
also just shoot a fireball.
I'm gonna say that's possible. I think you can make like a ring of
An
fire
evocation
around the
wizard.
giant.
Like,
Cool.
you can make safe.
I
It'll
figured
probably
it-
scare us though.
I mean, how tall are they?
I'm gonna be scared.
They're pretty big. Why?
Well, because the wall's only 20 feet, so if that's just gonna be like up to like
Oh,
your.
they're not
Are we
20 feet
20
tall.
feet
You're not
tall?
20 feet tall.
Damn, how
We
tall
are
are we?
large.
You're large, so I'm gonna say you're probably like
10?
you'd be like 13,
Oh,
14 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
we are big.
Pretty
I thought you guys were a lot bigger than that.
No, they're not a true giant. They're
Gotcha.
56 points of piercing damage. Harper.
okay. That Minotaur. I'll describe both these things at the same time. So Wall of Fire,
I don't want to hurt the giant.
you don't have to. You can avoid them
Yeah.
if you're doing a wall.
Oh, I guess I can make the wall like just go
Yeah,
on
you
me.
can make
too.
it go around them.
Cool. So,
We're
however,
gonna be
I
shook about it,
I
though.
can do it without hurting them.
All right, you do so. Roll
Um,
some damage if you're gonna do that.
Yeah. So
Okay, how many
5
points of damage?
56.
Okay.
5d8. I'll
Roll
just
your d8s.
And I didn't want to
Use-
clear out.
Also, you have an
I need to
orange
get
thing
better
in
at
your
saving
hair.
that.
have an orange thing
Are
in
you
here?
aware of that?
I don't know. Where is it?
It's right here.
Oh, I'm not
You have
aware.
some fluff.
Oh,
Eat it,
that's my cat's toy. 5d8, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cats and
31.
toys everywhere.
31 points of damage.
Per person.
Okay.
We have like a very large sweatshirt that we could both wear. We could put our heads in it.
A two-headed turtleneck or something.
We get like a blanket and just throw it over your heads.
Alright. So with that,
Can we be like wearing a suit? Like, can we dress like real fancy?
I'll get to that in a moment.
Okay.
I'm gonna mull it over,
Okay.
You have a bow
And then-
tie.
and then we're gonna get
Two bow
to that.
ties.
2 bow ties.
Okay.
Bow ties are cool.
So,
Mhm.
Karina and Jewel, simultaneously, you've been practicing this. Karina lets loose an arrow at the same moment that Jewel uses her sorceress magic to raise a wall of fire.
Oh shit, I need to roll it.
Ring of fire!
I did not roll it out.
The Ring of Fire!
Shark bait.
So,
Haha.
an arrow just sinks into the neck of one of these minotaurs. At the same time, a giant wall of fire springs up and just rings around this two-headed giant muckhucker.
All the way up.
Huh?
Like way
It
past
goes
our head.
above you guys, and you're like, what the fuck? And you just see all the troglodytes, all these strange lizard men, just get completely obliterated.
Whoa.
Ah! And the minotaur that got hit with the arrow. Is there a saving throw for this at all?
No, you just.
Oh
died.
shit, no, yeah, you're right, there is.
Is there a saving throw? Okay. He
He
might not die.
A dex save.
Okay.
Is that against my save?
Okay, they take half damage if they succeed.
Yeah.
How much damage did you roll?
It was like 32?
32?
31?
Okay.
My spell
So
save
the-
DC is 16.
The two minotaurs are still alive, but the one of them has an arrow and he's badly burned, and he's like, move,
I would
and he's
like
just all kinds of fucked.
to stomp. Or stomp
And then the
it.
other one is just badly burned. We're gonna roll for initiative now.
Oh.
But on the bright side, your ropes are a lot more slack now
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
because 10 of the dudes holding it just died.
Whoops.
Fuck my.
Just-
Everyone
Right.
roll initiative.
Oh.
Do we roll together? Shared initiative?
Sure. Yeah, no, that would be the way to do it. That'd be the way to do it. You subtract one.
Are we both rolling at the same
Roll one dice.
Here.
Yeah, that works.
Yes, roll the big one together.
You drop it.
Wow, worse
That's a-
initiative than mine. That's,
That's
a zero.
natural one.
That's
So
a
you have a
zero.
0. You go on turn 0.
We are
Woo.
panicked. Okay, there's a roll of
Oh!
fire around us.
Someone actually managed to roll worse than I did.
We
Ilana,
both
what did
tried
you
to
get?
stomp and we
16.
fell.
Okay.
We're just like on the ground
7.
rolling.
Crush it.
I
All right.
don't like going
That's
first.
not a bad idea.
Okay.
Just roll
Jewel
over.
goes first.
Sorry, Alana.
It's okay. I just never know what to do, so I like taking everyone else's turns, I think. Let me look up a spell real quick.
Okay.
Can you just go first?
Huh?
Guess
Would
I
you
will.
like to hold your turn in initiative
Yeah.
and then come back at an opportune moment?
Cool.
Okay. Next up is the Minotaurs.
Yep.
And now that you have shot at them, you have revealed yourselves.
Yes.
I leap behind him.
Ooh,
That's
you
my
have
turn.
revealed yourself.
So they're going to run at you two.
Please, there are ladies present.
Oh, I know what I
And-
should have done. Fuck. That's okay.
They're gonna try to gore you guys
Oh god.
Oh, fuck.
with their big ol' horns.
I messed up.
So I imagine those are both gonna hit because that's a
Wait.
21
Yeah.
and a 23.
Yeah.
So
What is our class?
Fighter?
sort of fighter.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I know what I want to do whenever I get to go.
You just hit stuff.
Okay.
Scream? Because that's what I want to do.
I can
That was
Well, I
an 8.
probably just was like, meh.
If we both scream together, can we create like a sonic blast?
Yeah.
Jewel, you
tunnel.
take 20 points of piercing damage as one of the minotaurs, the almost dead one, gores you.
That's lame.
And then Karina, you take
Eating everything
That was
inside,
2 8s.
like the monster I am.
I almost stepped on it. Sorry.
I'm getting mine.
you take 29 points
I'm
of
gonna
piercing
crunch.
damage
Yep.
as you are gored.
Womp, womp, womp.
Jewel, you know what you like to do now.
I want to cast Blink.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't think
You
about
cast
that.
Blink.
Now you see. No, you don't.
Yes. And then I move away from the people.
You will take an attack of opportunity if you do so.
Shit.
But do you blink?
Um.
Do you want to move or do you not want to move?
Roll for the ability to blink. You must roll every time you must blink your eyes in D&D. Everything is a dice roll.
I'll move
Oh,
away
okay.
and cast Blink.
I was gonna say you fail and you can't get your
Okay, you will
muscles to-
take an attack of opportunity.
Can I cast Blink and then decide if I want to
You fail in the pulses with your eyes.
You can cast blink.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Blink first, and then if I don't disappear, I'll move.
Doesn't blink happen at the end of
Yeah.
your turn?
Yeah, you just barely.
Shit, you're right.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm trying to get at here.
I won't move.
Okay, roll your dice, see if you blink.
I blink.
Okay, yeah. Jewel gets hit by this minotaur's horns as these two minotaurs come up and bash you guys, and just it fucking hurts a lot. And then Jewel goes ah, and just and teleports out.
Yep.
Actually, okay, you could have moved farther away because you guys actually you both need to make strength saving throws.
Oh. Let's do that.
Please do that.
That's a 9.
13.
The sorcerer and the rogue can't make strength saves? I'm shocked. So you both get pushed 10 feet away from the minotaurs and you're both prone. But Jewel blinks.
Cool.
So you are prone and in the ethereal plane.
Awesome.
Karina, it is now your turn.
Dear God.
Someone hand me a d20. I don't like this app.
So the one that gored Jewel, how far away is it from me? About.
Currently 10 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna just take my rapier, grab my shield, and just thrust at it and stab it. Because I want this bitch to
I'm
die.
gonna charge my phone on your computer.
Okay,
Cool.
that's fine.
A 17.
17 will hit.
Wait, no, that's a lie. That's a,
Oh.
19.
19 will hit, still. It's like, 19 does not hit. It's a non-Newtonian minotaur.
You have 16.
Did whoever end up in a different plane? Are they on the ethereal plane?
No,
Okay.
but they could get there
Cat.
without too much effort.
Alright. Well, I can see and like interact with people on the
Oh,
ethereal
wait.
plane, so
Michael
if
Chunk.
No,
anyone's there for
they're
me to be
not.
like, hey.
Yeah, Ro and them aren't there.
Cool.
They're in a very different place, unlike any other.
And he's probably a deer.
Nice.
Remind me again how to do concentration checks. It's half,
Half
the damage?
the damage is the
Okay.
DC. You took
I,
Hunter's Mark is gone?
yep.
Alright.
That's... 13 points of damage. 13 points of piercing damage.
Okay, luckily that dude was almost dead. So you just send an arrow right through his bony skull.
Mm.
And that minotaur... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, you were arrowing. You were rapiering.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you run up
Shield out.
and you pierce that minotaur's heart. And then he falls over dead, and the other minotaur is now glaring at you. Mockhucker, it is now your turn.
By the way,
Help.
for Firewall, it's like if they enter or
Stop.
end their turn
There's
on the
one dude
same
left.
side of the
Okay, or
wall,
I thought that we
then they
had
have
to
to make the
recover.
saving throw again. Or
Oh,
take the
like
same amount of
rolling.
damage.
Fall direct. They have.
Are they
corners.
going to get hurt by
Bad
that?
idea.
No, because they weren't on the side
Okay.
of the wall.
So they're good.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and
But all your little peoples.
push my arm and do a strength check to get out of the rope.
Well, the wonderful thing is there is some fire now.
The rope is on fire.
Uh,
I mean, if you reach
Yes,
down
actually-
and let it burn
fire's
off.
around me, huh?
the fire is
Uh-huh.
around you guys,
I'm
and
afraid.
actually the dudes holding the ropes are all in the fire, so the rope is now catching fire. So yeah, I'll say your rope is actually like falls away at this
Oh God.
point,
Okay. And
as
there's
it is
only
on
one
fire.
dude left,
So you're
right?
free. There's one dude left.
Stomp.
All right, you have to go through the
Stomp.
fire. to get to
Stomp.
him.
Stomp.
All right, what damage do they take?
They have to make a deck save.
Take a deck save.
Do we roll together?
Yes.
Sorry. Alright, I stomped.
Should we use the big one again?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't because the last time y'all dropped it, it made a really loud noise on the
Also,
glass.
it rolled a natural one.
Yeah, it also didn't roll.
It's
It
not
just
a
felt
good roller.
well.
You take
Gotta
some damage,
save.
but you get through the wall.
Okay.
It's fine.
Stomp.
5, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You're fine.
Stomp.
28 damage.
I'm not even-
Okay, you
Stomp.
take 28 points of damage. You have 102 left. That's fine.
Must be so nice. How many do you have left, Alana?
But it's also both of us.
41.
So.
So you guys
Slightly
run
better
through,
off,
and
but-
your arms are free, so you can straight up
You're
deck
at least
this
in the
Minotaur too.
ethereal
If you
plane.
want.
Right.
I'm not.
Or you could take the fallen Minotaur's great axe,
Ooh,
or
we
your
have a
own
great
weapons.
axe.
So there's
one of
only
your
one guy
weapons. Your weapons were taken by
Oh,
these
okay.
Minotaurs. You
What-
had a
what?
battle axe and a morning star.
It's like a mace.
A mace with a bunch of
I
spikes on
want
it.
the
It's a
great
spiky
axe. So I'm gonna take. Well, first I'm gonna stomp. And then pick up. Can I do that? Can I
Sure.
stomp?
And I'm gonna pick up the Morning Star.
Okay. You guys have two hands. It's okay.
Yeah. So you got.
You pick up great axe, morning star,
Stomp.
stomp. You can. Great axes are a two-handed weapon. This
Oh.
is worth noting.
Okay, then I guess
But
I'll
it's-
take the whatever.
You're not
Yeah.
agreeing on this. The heads aren't working together.
There's a gap.
No, I thought you were taking the battle axe.
I'll take the
The
battle.
battle axe is currently held by the other Minotaur.
Well, okay,
Okay.
so I'm stomping to get my axe.
They're like a married
Stomp!
couple.
Right.
Stomp.
Roll for stomp.
It's the knights from Monty Python.
Yeah.
13.
You hit.
Stomp. Now I roll for damage.
All right.
Or are you gonna do that?
No, it's strength +1. So he takes 6 points of damage from your as you kick this Minotaur in the nuts.
Is he prone?
Huh?
Is he prone?
No. You would have to try to push him down to make him prone. But you can do
You
that.
haven't
You're
done anything,
you're
you know,
slightly
not-
bigger than this
I,
dude.
I picked up my.
Yeah, you want to swing at this dude with your
Sure.
morning star?
Yeah.
Hit him.
Roll and attack.
I don't know why I stomped.
Yeah,
16
you
on
hit.
the die.
Roll a d8.
This stuff's kind of wimpy.
5.
To be fair, the battle axe will be a D8
Plus
as well.
5.
So that's 10.
10
Because
points of
the
damage.
great axe, you would need both of your arms.
You guys do have second wind and action surge.
Oh, cool.
How often do we? When does action surge return?
Long rest.
Or
Or is it short rest?
it might be short. You have a handbook?
I have it on my phone.
What?
Can you look
I
at
already stomped. What do you want? Here.
Okay.
I don't know what's going
Would
on.
you like to end your turn?
I
yeah,
stomped,
sure.
yeah. What else
Yeah.
am I supposed
I
to
hit
You
do?
could
something.
fight more.
So I could stomp him
There
again?
could be more stopping
I'll
if
stomp
you
him
action
again.
surge.
Oh no, that's fine. We'll save it, right? What if we
You
gotta
passed
fight
it.
something else?
Yeah.
You passed it.
I did. I did.
You fool! They're alphabetized!
I know.
How hard is it?
Very.
Apparently.
I can't count.
Everything is alphabetized in this book.
It's alphabetical, not numerical.
You're about to pass it again!
Where's action surge?
Can you do it?
Short rest. Further along.
Short rest. It recharges on a short rest.
Second wind does as well.
What's the difference?
Second wind gives us more health, heals us, and action.
And it's bonus action. Action surge is free.
I feel like this is fine. I'm good. You guys can take it.
There's no you guys. It's just me.
Oh,
Until
yeah.
my turn.
Until yeah.
Cat wins away.
Cat.
Well, until the end of your turn, so you can't even do anything.
Jewel,
Well, I
it
come
is your
back at
turn
the
again.
start of my turns.
Oh, you do? I thought it was end. Okay.
Well, I disappear on the end, and then
Oh,
I come back
gotcha.
when I start.
Gotcha.
Jewel, it is your turn.
Magic missile.
Yeah, you come back. One Minotaur down. You saw everything that was going on. The giants are now here. The two-headed giant is now here.
Each dart hits a creature. 1d4 plus 1. I need a d4. So there's only one guy left, so I'm going to send all 3 missiles at him. Can't roll with 1 hit. That's 2, 1, 1. So that's 4 plus 3 is 7.
So second wind, what is our fighting level?
9.
Okay.
I don't disappear, and I don't need to do a wild magic search.
Okay. It is the Minotaur's turn now.
Yeah.
The Minotaur, finding himself surrounded by foes, is realizing that he's in bad shape because everyone else is dead. And he's going to try and he's looking at that big old threat, and he looks at you, Huckmucker. And he's going to recklessly attack you with his own great axe.
Honestly.
Oh, this should be fun.
So rude.
And his highest roll, he needed that advantage from Reckless. So that is a 13 to hit, which hits you.
Yeah.
The audacity.
So you will take.
Audacity.
Don't bring up Audacity in front of me.
Yeah.
We lost so much audio from because of that
It
bullshit.
was so bullshit.
Audacity of. Wait, what?
The
program.
The audio program.
yeah, it's an audio
You guys
audio
take
editing
12
software.
points of damage. So you're now at 90.
That's what I use.
Alright. That is his turn. Next up, Karina.
I'm drawing my bow.
Okay, you're still in melee range.
No?
Yeah.
The one that I meleeed, I killed.
Oh, yeah, well,
Yeah.
And
okay.
he just
No,
went to
not
attack
that
the
one.
giant.
Yeah. Well, no, they're all right up on each other.
Oh man.
So do we get
The
advantage?
giant,
Are we
the
flanking him?
Minotaurs were
Oh,
standing
man.
next to each other.
Oh, right. Then I'll just
like-
disengage away
Okay.
and draw my bow and
That's
I'm gonna
bad
shoot
balance.
because
Like 6
he just did a stupid thing.
So,
Is it just melee attacks for reckless attack? or
Only
is it-
melee attacks have advantage.
Are we
Um,
flanking him though?
Okay.
With everyone?
No, he did a reckless
Stop.
attack, so all melee attacks have advantage against the Minotaur.
Oh, because he was right.
He was reckless.
So if
He's
I,
opened himself up,
If I
Yeah.
stop.
and your rogue has stepped away.
I'm sorry, I shoot things better than I stab things.
Stab. Stabby stab.
Stab, 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 stab. Stab, 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 stab.
Stab.
I already.
Cicero? Scout?
Cicero.
Ran into my 10 times.
Cicero. Lipschitz.
It says it just says attack rolls.
Squish.
It doesn't specify melee.
It says melee
There you go.
right in the book I'm looking at right now.
One of my ballet
Is there-
teacher has a piano track
I
of it
guess
that we
it's
use for
specific
like a
for
combination.
Minotaurs.
Just doing like dégagés.
That's
to
weird.
Chicago.
It's specific for Minotaurs. Deal with it.
What
Okay,
is-
that's fine.
Deal
Reckless
with it.
attack. Because for barbarians, it's all attacks. Or have advantage, melee or range. But apparently Minotaurs, it's just
Do
melee.
you want to look at the book?
No, I trust you. I was just saying because I remember for a fact that it's when barbarians use it, they Alright, I'm just gonna shoot him.
That's because Wizards of the Coast hates players. Deal with it.
That's fair.
Chris Perkins designed the
It's
monster
what
manual
deserve.
for
Uh,
exactly
trash.
this circumstance.
Sharpshooter.
He did it to deal with rogues like you.
That's not bad. So that is
It misses for arguing with the dungeon master.
a 17.
17 will hit.
Okay. And I get sneak attack because
Yes,
It's sneaky.
there's an enemy of his present.
and then extra 10. So that's 8, 16, 19, 29. That's 34 points of piercing damage.
Alright, yeah. That'll do it. Okay, so he's still standing. Oh no, wait, no, he took 30-something points of damage. Alright, yeah, so with that, yeah, you go and you shoot this Minotaur right in the small of his back. And he falls over. And your guys' battle axe is on this Minotaur's back. So you can just reach down and stomp on his dead body and pick that up.
Yeah.
Stomp.
Take
I swing with my
stomp.
Morningstar.
Yeah,
Stomping.
Now that I have it,
this two-headed giant kind of looks down at the dead Minotaur. Shing! Just brings the Morning Star and the battle axe down.
and then I'm gonna, like,
You tenderize the meat and then you dice the meat.
I'm gonna tuck my battle axe in the crook of my arm and hold it up for a high five.
And then they high-five themselves.
I dropped my axe during the show and I just took one more swing at Jordan. After he was dead, I like, picked it up. Like,
Combat is now over because all the bad things are dead.
woo!
Fun.
Yay.
Fun. Dead.
You
Fun.
say that out loud?
Yeah, but in orc. To him. Fun. Dead.
Where cat?
Fun. Cat?
Saw a cat. Cat
Cat.
went away.
Cat.
Cat came back.
Cat. Cat.
We have like 6 intelligence.
So yeah, you guys see this Etten, this two-headed giant that has a pink streak of hair in one side, and they're wearing
A suit.
hides that might pass for a suit among giant kind.
We're not talking like Blake level of style, right?
No.
Okay.
I'm
No.
snazzy.
It's as snazzy as an Etten can be.
In character.
Make his cool
You're
cat.
pretty. I'm just looking up at you guys.
Cat.
After that.
And I'm
Cat?
Right,
That's like
Do they even speak common?
Do they speak common?
No!
No.
Common's not on there.
You speak giant and orc.
I'm gonna pat the cat on the head.
Roll to not squish.
I'm
Just
very
insta-kill
gentle.
Alana. Okay, great.
Yeah, so the giant like comes up, puts the battle axe under one arm and starts petting you on the head.
Cat.
Kind of rough,
Cat. Cat.
speaking something in orcish.
No,
I did choose my other language.
You pet that one.
I have written down I can speak common and one more, and I think I forgot.
Cat. Touch me.
You can be like elf.
Elf.
You know this word. You heard orcs scream it when they see elves. We thought it meant murder. It honestly might be the same word in orcish.
Okay.
Fun. Dead cat. Let's go.
Beer.
Drink.
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 You guys can form complete sentences. I'm not keeping you from doing
We
that.
had
They're-
6
They're
intelligence.
intelligent.
You know, Grog had 3 intelligence, right? And he still had complete sentences?
Yes.
Frog.
Oh, he did have 6. Okay.
Drink.
So you guys can't read, but you can talk.
Drink. Let's drink.
I made a character
They're
last night who
bilingual,
almost had a
however.
stat of
That's
4.
impressive.
You what?
We have
I was
three
making a character last
intelligence.
night, and they almost had a stat of 4.
I have 1 of 6. That's my strength right now.
My DM was nice and let me reroll.
I am
Goodbye.
very weak of frame.
We start walking.
Goodbye.
Come back! Come back!
Cute noises.
You You know, you speak giant.
I know I speak giant.
You know you should be able to communicate with these things.
Tell them to come back.
In giant, I'm gonna ask, why did they take you?
And you guys are just like, oh shit.
We are too beautiful.
That works.
Sure.
We are beautiful and strong.
What are they saying?
They're beautiful and strong.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I can see it.
Yes. Yes.
You're very
Bye.
pretty.
This one says you're pretty.
Yes. Thank you. Goodbye.
What? Goodbye. Where are you going?
Home.
Huh?
Drink.
Drink.
You know they might have liquor in the fort.
Fort.
Where?
The building behind.
Your fort. Their fort. Whose fort?
Theirs.
My
Why
fort.
fort?
Smash.
Smash.
Stomp. Let's go.
There are things inside that you might be able to stomp. Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go. Step 1, drink. Step 2,
Stomp.
Step 3, profit.
Alright. Let's go.
Let's go. Well, come on.
Alright, we'll follow you.
Come on. Why are we doing?
Following them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's still 2 troglodytes up on the walls who've been watching all of this.
They didn't even do it. They didn't help.
They don't have ranged weapons.
They're not
they don't
paid enough.
Oh, then I'm just gonna shoot the bitches.
Elf.
They start hurry. You see one hurry downstairs, and you see the wooden
craft
doors start to
Can you-
slowly
Hold on.
close.
I kick. I kick it!
Yeah,
I'm gonna snipe the one that's up top.
Yeah, that's one.
he has cover,
I
but I
kick
believe
it into
sharpshooter
Yeah.
passes that. Natural 1. Okay, so you shoot an arrow at him, and he just kind of like ducks his head to the side. But he doesn't even need to do that because it just hits the wall, and he's like, ah! And then he goes down to get full cover.
I'm
No,
gonna.
he doesn't.
He just sinks below. He
Can I
flips
just
you off.
hold the door open?
Yeah, you go over, and I'm just gonna say, for the sake of brevity, you go over as you see this one troglodyte trying to close the giant wooden doors. You just go over, stop it, and then stomp
Stomp.
him.
Jump.
I
Fun.
think that's what they call a crab
Dead.
stomping.
Dead.
Very dead.
Dead.
I've heard about that. Doesn't sound very
Drink.
Make more dead.
2 dead. Twice. Dead twice. Double.
Every time you stomp, I think of your monologue, Jordan. You're doing the Blue Sea one. I stepped on his head.
Stomp. Drink.
Yeah, these things, oh god, these troglodytes, they just stink to high hell. Like, and stomping them does not hurt. You're a giant, you don't care much, but like,
Gross.
Karina and Jewel, like, oh my god, these things fucking... And you burnt them, and it's made it so much worse.
The 2 people in the entirety of our order that would care the most, I think, are here right now.
Okay, I have a question.
Like-
If something like taps on his shoulder, sorry, yeah, on this shoulder, do I feel it?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I start rubbing the guts off my foot onto the door.
Gross.
Okay.
Sticky.
I'm
Gross.
gonna go into the
Gross.
fort and look around.
Sticky.
Okay.
Me too.
follow.
Yeah, well, I mean, I have to follow at this point.
I'm gonna sit right here.
Yeah, you guys...
So you're just
dragging.
walking. It's just Maddie's side is walking in circles, and you're just pivoting on one leg.
You guys
No, I
begin...
refuse.
Drink.
I don't want to go there.
You enter, and what you immediately see is the yard, a giant yard, essentially, and you see the other...
Measure.
You see a staircase up
Measure.
to the
Wine.
the battlements, and you see ahead of you the actual fort itself. Doors ahead of you. What would you like to do? It appears to be about 2, maybe 3 stories tall. There's a spire at one point.
Onward.
Watchtowers. You see murder
Perception
holes.
check for drinks.
Drink. Wine.
You may make a perception check with advantage for your 2 heads.
Oh, hey.
So I'll roll and you
You
roll the
yeah,
other.
you roll first.
Ah.
And,
Ah!
This isn't roleplay, that's legitimately
Wow.
just frustration.
Okay.
Hey! 17.
You do not see any. You do not see anything that streams booze. There are some barrels off to the side,
Check.
and you
Check.
I opened the barrels.
you open the barrel and there's a troglodyte hiding inside one.
I stomp.
Stop.
Ah! That was the guy from the top.
Oh no.
Flipping you up.
Barrels?
I'm gonna
You
come by and just
stomped the
stab
barrel.
his corpse. Bitch.
Shoot the crossbow. More barrels?
I opened all the barrels.
I'm gonna. Can I have Mala just do a circle over?
Yeah, you
and,
send your owl up.
and like
Bird. My eyes are following.
give her a
Bird.
signal
Bird.
if she like tell her to signal. If she's signal. In China, say, "Do not squash my owl, please.
Bird.
Just
Do
tries
not hurt my
to
Friend.
bird."
grab.
No.
You know
Stop.
this that chirping sound cats make when they're like see a bird or something? That's what I'm doing. I'm just like,
So all your companions are completely distracted by Mala.
Bird.
Yes, now is my time to strike.
Sneak attack!
My ankle!
No, I like rush behind you and slice your Achilles tendon. You're like, ah!
That was mean. I can't stop again. No more stomping.
Not
I will
with this
stomp
foot.
for both of us.
How can you walk?
Stomp.
Okay.
And then
but-
I'm just gonna do a glance around the ground. See if I
All
can
right. What are
see
you
anything.
looking for?
Any signs
No
of
wine.
other, like
None.
combat, like anything hostile
What?
to us, like any
There's
troglodytes
a-
or minotaurs?
Okay.
Warning symbol on the computer.
Continuing with your guys' perception check. What?
There's like the warning symbol.
yeah.
What?
Friends network unreachable.
That's Steam. That doesn't matter.
Okay.
Damn it, Steam!
I'm just going to get 4 million messages from Gwen and Lewis. They put me in a group chat thing, and it
For
was
Steam?
blowing up yesterday.
Fun.
I defeated them with my power of emojis, though.
Beautiful.
Because I have like 4 million more emojis because I do the trading card sets.
Nice.
18 for perception.
Okay.
God.
Karina and Muckhucker, you both, just with your perception checks, you both know that inside that fort, through the main doors, there are definitely troglodytes because they are smelly.
No
But
wine.
with your previous perception check, you know that in these barrels, some of the barrels and boxes around here, there is food and some amount of ale. So you find actually a small keg of ale, because these guys have been raiding people and caravans and stuff.
So does this one drink wine and you drink ale?
Yep.
Of course. You drink like really shitty like Keystone Light equivalent ale.
And you find a single bottle of wine.
Wine!
And this one is
Ale.
like really
Wine.
nice spiced wine.
So they pick up a bottle. Muck smashes it. Hucker just kind of does the keg, and they both both heads are chugging.
Nice.
Really cheap cafe wine and bad beer.
Yeah, you just see their both of their mouths are just covered like down the chin with the booze, past these big old tusks that protrude from their faces,
And my septum piercing.
and the septum piercing.
Nice.
How much further ahead is that door? Where the troglodytes are headed?
I mean, it's a fort. It's fairly a large yard, but you can get there. It's
Well, no, I'm not saying for like getting there. I mean in terms of like, if one of us wanted to try to get closer without making too much noise.
I mean, distance isn't an issue. It's just getting there
Right.
quietly.
Well, no, because I was worried if
Why?
they make too much noise. Like if it was close enough to that they heard the Etten making a lot of noise.
You think that's probably far enough
Okay.
I roll for
that
sneak.
they probably didn't hear the commotion outside.
And then Mala didn't signal anything.
Mala has not returned anything.
Okay.
Any
Um,
signals.
So I'm just gonna whistle her back to my shoulder then.
We have -1 to stealth.
And Mala flies back to you.
So we're like, quiet.
Quiet! Everyone, be quiet!
You have a -1, not disadvantage.
Quiet. Quiet.
Quiet.
The disadvantage is self-imposed.
You have -1, 2.
Do I know what? As I'm asking as a
minus
player,
2 to
what
intelligence.
enemy type are
They
troglodytes?
combine.
Humanoid.
Okay, so I can't use primeval awareness then,
Primeval.
because I think that's dragons, celestials, fae, fiends.
It's specific things, although I could look at minotaurs for you.
I think minotaurs are humanoids too, aren't they?
Or are they
Let's take a
monstrosities?
Let us take a look.
They're playable now, so I don't know if they're monstrosities.
Well, the playable ones are humanoids and monstrosities. They're monstrosities.
Oh, okay.
The playable ones that they put on, like centaurs and minotaurs, were like a combo thing that they're
okay.
trying out, remember?
Right. I'll sense monstrosities then.
Alright, you can do that?
I'll just burn my other spell slot and sense.
Alright. You sense 3 more monstrosities within a mile. And... yeah.
And they're concentrated directly ahead of me in the.
Yeah, they're in the fort.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So there's 3 more minotaurs inside the fort.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna turn and speak in giant. There's 3 more minotaurs in the fort.
Squish.
Inside.
Smash.
I may have a plan. Are there windows where they're hiding, or is it just a stone, like?
From what you
barracks?
sense, they're probably farther into the fort. They're not, like,
okay.
in the main entry.
Okay.
There are murder holes, and there are some windows.
Okay.
The murder holes aren't facing you, so...
Right.
But you do see some windows, but they're fairly high up, yes.
Okay. Can I put on my climbing gear and try to hook up to one of the windows and peek in?
Yeah, you can try that.
Pick
I
up.
pick you up.
Pick up.
I pick you up.
Pick
and
up.
You
Throw!
Help. Help.
up.
I'll just climb on top of their.
Help. Help.
Oh no.
The cat climbs up on you.
Hello.
I'm gonna
Cat. Where? Here? Between? Yeah. Cat.
That's probably the most stable spot.
Pet. Pet.
So that's a 9 to climb up.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
I know.
Yeah, you tried to get your grappling hook
Mm-hmm.
and get it up the window, and it's
Yeah.
not. It's
Yeah.
way too far to even get it up there.
Yeah.
Do I see if I'm on top of them
See what?
through the windows?
No, but you have a climb speed, I believe. So.
Yeah. I forgot that.
I mean,
But she also just wanted to be a cat and sit on something.
20 climbing speed.
yeah. You don't see, like, they're tall, but they're not tall enough. This window is pretty high up in the building, but you could get up there.
Cool. I climb on them and then I climb up to the window.
Yeah. The cat jumps off of your necks and onto the, and for a second it hurts. It's like cat claws, claws, and then begins climbing up like it went through your suit.
Sorry.
And Jewel begins climbing up this stone wall, like getting into the bits. And you get up to the window, and you see in. Do you want to go to a second story window?
What do I see at the first window?
First story. You see immediately if you're looking in the front, you can see some. You see a large room filled with troglodytes and like their crap and stuff they've stolen, and it's just like there's like half-eaten food and it's just real nasty in there. Like the troglodytes are messy.
So I duck down and then I shout that to him. Her. There's one troglodyte and there's their food and it doesn't look very nice.
I don't think it is.
Leave. Go.
And then I'll climb up to the second story window after that.
All right, climbing up to the and you check out some other first story stuff, and there's like it's a lot of empty rooms. But second story you check out, and more empty rooms. One room you see that's very big is like a meeting hall, and you just see some chairs that are like fallen over, and this was probably there before the troglodytes. Although they might still use it on occasion. A large central table, and then you check out one on the left, and you see in a window to your left a large bed chambers that would probably have been used for, like, you know, the noble or whatever that ran this castle, or whoever was in charge, you know, a general, or whatever human civilization, whatever high-ranking person passed in that, whoever built this fort. You see a large creature in there, with smooth green skin, circular shape, about 5-6 feet in diameter, several thick, short eye stalks protruding off of it, with black eyes, and thick, pointy teeth, and one large central eye.
It's a fucking beholder! It's a fucking beholder! Oh, Jesus Christ.
And he appears to be at a desk, going over paperwork,
It's just a beholder going over paper.
telekinetically using an eye ray to, like, move things around. Oh, yes.
Shame Zaprab couldn't be here. Get some semblance of revenge.
There's big rooms, and then there's like it's like a lot of eyes,
Or
but with one eye.
I can enlist them to
But
help
they're all
me
together.
against Xanathar, because all beholders hate each other.
Didn't look very nice.
Based off of Jules' description, can I roll an intelligence check?
There's a lot of teeth.
What do you want to know?
Well, we in character don't know that it's a beholder.
Or do
So I want to,
Sure.
in character, just at least try to ascertain what it is. So what would it be?
Intelligence.
Just flat straight intelligence?
Sure.
Okay. 13.
Yeah, I'll say that's enough to know what a beholder is.
It looked very scary, but it was looking at papers. Cute.
Cute.
We don't know what you're saying. So you just hear meow, 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 meow. Cute.
Cute.
Even though I'm speaking common.
Yeah.
But that's what you're gonna hear. And there's other big rooms, but no one.
So, but it was alone in the room, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
One.
2,
One.
3,
No.
I'm not speaking giant.
4.
4.
Because
None.
Jewel doesn't know giant. Right? Yeah.
Cute. Elf.
5.
No.
What do you think we should do?
I don't know. They look very scary.
Yeah.
How are you? I don't like the scary.
They're very much not something to...
I hide from scary. Tired?
Yeah, but
Yes. Yeah.
How big is the room that it's in?
That room? Oh, it's a fairly large room.
I start
Could they
building
fit
the
in it?
building.
They could fit in it.
Stop.
It's on the second story, but they could, yes.
First story
Why?
had the troglodytes. Second
Right.
story had more
Trying
empty
to see if
rooms
it moves.
Right.
than the beholder room.
Why?
Maybe it's a lot of
No.
strength mimic.
No. No. Mimic?
You say
No.
the building is a giant mimic?
Mimic. Mimic.
Have you ever seen the thing, like, you know how in the new God of War, like, Kratos, like, just goes up to chests and just, like, bashes it in and grabs whatever he wants? Someone is like, can you imagine, like, if they put a fucking mimic in the game and the mimic just sees Kratos, like, bashing a normal chest and they just...
Yeah. Gotta go.
And then it looks at the mimics from Dark Souls where it's like the players are like,
What? Not entirely? Meg is here.
Friend.
I was confused.
Friend.
I was like, who is this?
Friend.
I was like,
So
I
you
closed the gate, I swear.
So you think kill the troglodytes on the bottom and then all of us
Tired.
go upstairs?
Cool.
No.
There's a lot of them. How many troglodytes did I see? Was it like a lot?
Just a few of them.
Lot.
It's a lot.
Waddle.
There's a lot of them.
Waddle chocolate.
Chocolate.
Troglodytes. What are they called again?
It's a fair amount. Like, it's not hundreds of troglodytes, but it's a fair amount, you know.
Right.
It's enough to be a lot.
Elf. Poke.
Muckhucker.
I'm poking the building.
No.
Meg has arrived.
Hello. Building.
We are stuck between a beholder and an Etten place currently.
Wait, what?
They are an Etten.
So to catch you up,
They are
Jordan,
combined to
Maddie,
be one Etten.
are an Etten, and Muckhucker.
Hucker.
Okay.
Suit.
Okay.
And there's a beholder in the room. We're at a fort.
The first floor has a room filled with troglodytes. The second floor, there is a meeting room and a room with a beholder in it that was doing paperwork.
I need my thingamabob.
What thingamabob?
Okay, never mind. That character.
We're living free. We
Man,
don't
you
even
guys are
have a
single.
character sheet. We're just over here, straight chilling.
This is outside
Aren't
of
you with Ro?
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're in Sigil.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you're
Torby is not here.
So
Yeah.
it's 3.
But I still need my thingamabob.
What thingamabob?
My character sheet.
You won't have one probably unless I don't know.
Do we get a third head?
Third head.
You don't get a third head.
It grows.
Like there's a tiny third head. Like,
It's just.
Asked you
Hmm?
what I should do.
come over here.
Okay.
We're gonna be beholder.
Beholder.
No, she's not playing a beholder. Laughing.
That would piss you off more than anything, I
You wanna play
think.
Wiki?
Vera.
Yes.
Or
No, because Jordan for the longest
Okay,
time
I
was
will
like,
play anyone.
I want to play a beholder. There's
the
rules
other
for
option
every
is a
single
sprite, but
monster
you'd have a lot
to be
of
playable.
combat capability.
The
Sprite?
beholder one was stupid though.
All of them that are
Harper!
really high are
Hmm?
stupid.
I'm offended.
Weren't you supposed
What?
to be one for
I heard you say Sprite,
the
and I was
Kingdom
like,
I decided to just be
Sprite,
stupid.
you
I'm
didn't
like,
give it to me?
it's,
No.
It's like partially
It's
beholder.
not. It's not great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a handbook because I have no idea how this
I
works.
see an armor class of 14. This does not inspire hope.
Shut up.
Just right on the back temporarily, like boost yourself up to 9 or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright.
The level 1 character.
Oh, good God.
Temporary boost up to 9. Your handbook is right here.
Is right where?
Here
Here?
in my bag.
Who?
Here in my bag.
Okay. Okay, I was like.
One other thing you noticed,
Why?
Jewel,
Ow.
in that room where the troglodytes were, you saw a small cage containing a gnome.
No.
Oh no.
It's Zaphrab. They got Zaphrab.
Zathrap.
It's a forest gnome, right? Or rock gnome?
I
It's at
didn't
the
write
top.
it down. Hold on. It's
Let me
on
see.
my phone. It's on my phone.
There is a cage with a little person inside of it.
I didn't write it down.
Looks like
Well,
a
Alright,
I
then.
don't think you know where my character is.
Hold on.
No, we don't. We don't know where you guys fucking
didn't really
went.
have
I
time to tell
legitimately
anyone.
think that it could be Zaphrab.
No, it's a female gnome.
There's a female
Okay.
in the cage. It looks distressed.
Zaphrab got by Mordenkainen, and
Oh.
it was his grand plan.
I don't look distressed. I look pissed off.
They look real mad. Cat.
Okay.
Oh,
Do I start to pick up
Hacker.
what their word for cat
Muck.
means because it keeps staring at me and like cat? Can I assume that just means
you
me?
can assume that probably means cat or
Cool.
something.
Oh.
I'll assume it just
No.
means me.
Stop that.
poking the building.
No.
Oh, I thought you poked Jewel. I was like, don't you dare.
I know, right? I
No,
keep thinking he's
I'm
poking.
poking the building.
Building.
I'm worried it might be a mimic.
Stone.
Yeah, let's go on the ground
Obviously.
floor first.
Okay, I am a.
Mimics are smart.
No.
Very
They're
good
smarter
at
than
hiding.
they're smarter than Ettins.
No.
I think.
No.
What's mimic's intelligence?
I'm the
Do
smartest.
you want me to look that up?
I got it.
Although they do say that some can be smart enough to talk.
Yeah.
They give that to you as an option.
Mimics?
We talk.
They give it as a fun option in the description, but it's not represented in the stat block.
That's terrifying.
So if you wanted to have a mimic that like conversates with people,
Oh no, It is 1 point dumber than an Etten. It has an intelligence of 5.
Okay, I can
So it has a
tinker. What
minus
does that
3.
mean?
Hmm?
I can
That's like
You're a rock gnome then.
I'm a
That's
rock
the-
gnome.
That's the gnomish. Yeah.
Yeah, I
you
know.
make
I
the
was
games.
wondering which one that was.
Oh, okay.
Bilingual.
That's a big word for you guys.
All right.
Smart.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna use this. I'm
Audacity.
gonna copy it, and then I'm gonna.
We should know one big word.
Yeah, right. We used it when everyone was sounding smart. Audacity. Bilingual.
All right, what would you guys like to do?
I
No.
think. Yeah, I think so.
I don't think they're gonna like us very much.
That's fine.
Squish.
Squish.
Stomp.
Squish building. Stomp
Are there
building.
No. Stone.
Are there 2 ways into
Stomp
that room?
stone.
No.
How many ways into the big room with the troglodytes are there?
Oh, sorry.
The main doors
So, okay.
Unless if we break through a window and just like jump in.
and the windows.
Like half of it was you, half of it was me.
So where are you?
We gotta
guys?
say, we like
We're
stomp.
outside the room.
Stomp.
No, but where?
We're
Right
Still.
in front of the doors.
No,
No, no, no.
like I mean, where in the world?
in the forest.
In the
somewhere,
forest.
somewhere
Where in
near
the world
Nutwood,
is
outside the
Carmen
forest.
San Diego?
At an
No
abandoned
one
fort
cares.
somewhere in the woods that is no longer abandoned.
Everyone stop
Yeah.
looking.
I'm gonna try to climb up to where Jewel is again
No more
with my climbing gear.
Okay.
No more.
There's not much to get purchase on at the first level. The windows are just
Oh.
glass.
Yeah.
No more.
Gone.
No more.
Well, how high up are the windows?
I don't want to move.
Just noticed.
Probably
No.
about 8 feet
I
or
won't.
so.
Possible to
Oh.
tie a rope onto any part of the window.
This is
Not
very
I was gonna
hard.
really.
say the fire's been gone for a long time.
It's hard
You
not
just
using
noticed?
pronouns.
What's your strength?
You can
Hard to
use
do.
whatever pronouns you want, fucker. I told you that.
14.
Oh,
Okay, just use
Plus
in general. No pronouns.
Yeah, I
No
realized.
you.
Zero.
I was thinking if we tie a rope to ourselves so we can anchor both of ourselves. So if one of us was to fall, the other one would catch.
Okay.
Type thing. That's the only reason I asked. Can you guys lift me up to the window?
Yes. Lift. Together.
You get lifted.
Um,
It's the circle of life.
Elf.
Here's an elf. Now here goes
Light.
an elf. Now. Here's an elf.
actually, I'm gonna take just a pit and tie a rope to it and try to get into the wall if I can. To hang
Light.
myself
You're
up.
gonna hammer
Light.
a pit into the wall.
Light.
Like,
Light.
Yeah.
That will not be stealth.
You're welcome.
Yeah. It's like a stained glass window. Yeah, it's one solid piece.
Can Mage Hand do anything?
Or
with
it's
that
one
window?
solid piece,
Yes.
Oh god.
What was
each
that?
hand can lift up to 5 pounds.
Darn. I have Mage
10
Hand.
pounds.
I don't
10
know
pounds? Oh, I thought it was 5.
Lift.
if Mage Hand would help them.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Elevator.
What?
You guys can put me back down.
New word I made.
Set.
Up.
Set.
New word I made.
Okay.
Elevator.
What does it mean?
They can fit in the main door, yeah.
Lift and bring back down.
Lift and down.
Like they
Yeah,
can fit
they
Okay.
could fit. Yeah,
Ella?
it's a big old hall,
Vader.
Okay.
from what
Yeah.
you can tell.
Ella.
Elevator.
There's a lot of things to squish
Squish.
inside.
Yes.
There's doors at the front.
What if we pretend that we caught them and brought them in? We were trying to do that anyway.
Well, troglodytes, we can't communicate with them anyway, right?
You, unless one of you guys comprehend languages or something.
I'm a ranger.
Let's see. We have comprehend languages use of 1 day. No.
Do you have comprehend languages?
Oh yeah,
Once per
Edmonds
day.
are ambassadors. I forgot that.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Once per day they can use comprehend languages.
We're a master of disguise. Pretend to be a troglodyte.
You guys just take the horns off the minotaurs and like, hey guys, don't mind us. We're both back.
I have some. I now have 116 hits.
Okay.
Oh, you have teaming?
What?
Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
Let me look up the details of that again.
You make everyone you choose look like what you want. Can you get a medium? Can you get a large creature with that though? Possibly.
What spell is this?
Seeming.
Change the
love
appearance
those.
of any number of creatures that you can see within range. Give each target you
cat.
choose a new illusory appearance.
No, I saw a cat. It was just about along this.
Disguise as physical appearances, as well as clothing, armor, weapons, and equipment. Make each creature seem 1 foot shorter or taller and appear thin, fat, or in between. You can't change the target's body type, so you must choose a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs.
So you could just turn the two of us into make us look like troglodytes
Yeah.
and bring.
You
them
could
in.
make them look like a minotaur.
That too.
That's an
One
option.
minotaur?
Or two-headed minotaur.
Well,
It's an illusion.
it's an
so
illusion, so it would be
maybe-
one head.
Yeah.
Well,
The changes wrought by the spell fail to hold up to physical inspections.
So it's like disguise self, but mass
Right.
disguise self.
don't look
Um,
close.
Are minotaurs that big?
They're large.
Huh. Okay.
The ones in the monster manual are large.
Okay.
Whoa.
It doesn't say anything about the size.
I don't think it matters. So yeah, let's make them look like a minotaur, and the two of us look like troglodytes, and we can just walk in.
Inside? Stomp.
No.
No.
Smash?
Kick.
No.
No.
What?
Slash.
Just wait.
Wait.
You can stomp and smash.
Quiet.
Just
Quiet.
Quiet.
Wait. Shh. Elevator.
Bilingual.
Wait. For
just wait for our signal.
which is
We'll start attacking.
What are you gonna do about the owl?
okay.
Oh, I can leave her outside,
Okay.
or make her look like a bat or something. I mean, they're from the Underdark. No, I'll just leave her perched up on a wall.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a plan.
Yeah. What is it?
Okay. If you want to know what the plan is, don't just say plan. Get inside.
Why use many words when few words do trick? You guys are killing me.
Yeah, they're physically killing me.
Kill?
Smash.
Protect.
Drink.
Why?
Ale.
And they go back out to the barrels.
Plan.
My plan is we're gonna sneak inside disguised as troglodytes, and we're gonna disguise you guys as a minotaur, so we can get inside without fighting and try to see how many of them there are.
Why?
Because there's a beholder upstairs.
Try and grab
But I
the
don't wanna-
horns from a minotaur.
Gross.
You what?
Stop.
I'm trying to grab the horns from
Stop.
There's no minotaur near you.
Stop.
They're back in the. They're back outside. Outside the fort.
Why?
Then
But you could go search it.
Disguise.
Why are we going in there? Shh. Not you.
We're supposed to clear the fort out
Why?
Mom, take over.
Take over?
because we want to at least try to get our faction established here.
Okay.
This seems like a good deal for you guys, because you used to be on the side of an orc tribe. Like you used to buddy up with them, and they'd give you food and stuff, and you'd help them
Wine.
smash things.
Mhm.
Yeah, but like they like went away, and you don't know what happened.
Sad. Sad.
So you've been kind of looking for a new
Lonely.
sugar daddy tribe.
Miss
basically.
Mother-in-law.
We will be your new
Next.
sugar.
Miss Mother-in-law.
That's all we're good for. We're just. That's all we do. Monitor.
Smash.
We... After we will stay with you.
It's up to you
Okay.
if you want to. Yeah.
We'll smash and you cook.
Oh, I don't cook. Someone else does.
Who?
Groomsh, right?
Kroomsh.
Groomsh. And Spilldorf. Actually,
He
He
no.
has the whole restaurant somewhere.
He's the heir to the soup stop.
Right.
What happens if I put on heavy armor? If I get the feet,
What feet?
can I get the feet?
What feet?
The heavy armor feet.
What heavy armor feat?
The one that gives you the.
You're not proficient with it as a barbarian.
No.
I raise them. Where are
They can.
They
They can.
They can.
Medium and light. Why? What are you talking? I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, you could.
There's a
could get
feat
the
that you can get that'll make you proficient.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah.
proficient in medium armor, so you can
But
get
what
the feat.
happens if I wear it?
You don't get your Constitution modifier for your AC,
Yeah, you don't get unarmored defense if you wear armor.
so it would just be whatever.
I don't think there's much other restrictions for use Barbarian. There might be like the unarmored movement, but I don't know if you get that yet.
What, 9?
You might. Because it's a cool thing. I think they put it in early.
With barbarians?
Yeah, if you aren't wearing heavy armor by level 5, your speed increases by 10 feet.
Raging?
So that.
No, you have.
Those are the only two things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There may be a totem that gives you temporary HP, but no.
And the
regular
Eagle
range
Totem,
is-
also you can't wear heavy armor. Because I believe you wanted to do Totem.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Eagle Totem,
Barbarians and that's
the first Totem Spirit, you can't wear heavy armor for the thing to work. But I don't know what Totem you're going to choose. So yeah.
That's weird.
You end up going into this and just collapse.
Inside.
What's happening, children?
Let's go.
Seeming, and then we're gonna walk inside.
Disguise.
Disguise.
This guy's.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Cat?
you cast a spell, and the cat and the elf turn into troglodytes.
No, you.
What do we see?
Yeah.
And you look down at yourself and you see minotaur hands and cloven hooves, and you don't see the other head, which is very disorienting to you.
Tucker.
Muck.
You feel it though.
Okay.
You put your hands where you know the other one's face is.
Hello.
They're actually doing it.
You just see a minotaur like.
You know they've been
you
doing
see
that
a
the whole time,
minotaur.
right?
Huh?
They've been doing that.
I know
the whole
they've
time,
been doing it the whole time, but
Wait,
it's
what?
You shouldn't be surprised.
like you actually interacting with each other.
Yeah.
And you see the muckhucker, the minotaur, going up and patting its head against like the sides of its own face, where the faces actually are. Slapping. It's like, muckhucker!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Draw on the mouth.
Let's walk in.
What?
Is the
Wiki L Bumble, you're in a cave.
Bilingual.
Okay. I'm just
Audacity.
confused.
Captured by these troglodytes, because
Elevator.
the caravan you were traveling with was ransacked, and most of them got away, but you stood back to fight them.
Yeah.
So that happened. And you've been captured. And they've been talking about eating you, but you got plans to escape. And then at this exact moment, the doors open, and you know a bunch of them left a while ago. And now only 2 troglodytes and a minotaur step in. What do you do?
Wait.
Quiet.
I'm gonna discreetly make my way over to the cage, just kind of like.
And you see all the troglodytes in this room. As soon as the doors open, they're like, ugh. They start like, because you have let light into the room, and they're like a lot of light. They're like, yeah.
That
Close
gives
the
me
door.
an idea. Yeah, close the door quickly. Act like we hit light too.
Yeah.
We have dark vision.
Ah.
Wait, so there's 2 voices coming from us.
Do I notice them acting weird for troglodytes? Like, how long have I been here to study these troglodyte
Polish.
behaviors?
You make a deception check, since you're
Okay.
trying to be nonchalant.
Polish. We're being so nice.
You're not
Copy
being
the
nonchalant.
reaction that
Oh,
the rest of the room.
that's a
You're doing what, Jewel?
Oh, well, I just made the same sound that the rest of the room did. I just
Okay.
copied them.
a
I was
28.
Like,
All right, yeah, you're slinking.
I'm
in
the
and out.
best damn troglodyte ever to
You're
live.
being so troglodyte-y. You're like you start walking their same weird way, like the hand moving. You got it down.
Oh,
you
yeah.
got it down. You're like watching them, like mimicking what they do. One of them's like, and you do the same thing, like.
We're killing it over here.
Mm-hmm.
What are you two doing?
We're
Polishing.
Polishing what?
An axe.
Polish axe.
Okay, you're polishing your axe.
So I get to the cage. Yeah.
You notice there aren't any other minotaurs in the room.
just me.
Yeah,
By
you get to the
myself.
cage, super nonchalant.
Singular.
There's a gnome in there.
There's a lock
I
on it. Right?
punch you.
Why?
Help.
You're
Help.
a troglodyte coming
Help.
up.
You're
to the
currently
cage.
Help.
you're currently not really in a position to punch anyone.
Okay.
It's a small cage.
All right.
There's a lock on it, right?
But we'll say you punch and it just kind of goes through the nose, like it's an
Okay.
illusion,
All right.
and no one else notices.
All right.
There's a lock on it.
Okay. I'm gonna take my thieves' tools and I'm gonna pick it.
Yeah, but... Friend?
Yeah, the Minotaur comes up behind you. Friend.
Right.
Help?
That's 26.
26. Yeah, that'll do it. So you just... And it is unlocked now. Do you open it?
Since it swung at me, you saw that I.
Yeah, you saw this. And you know that's some
Yeah.
kind of magical disguise.
I'm gonna be like,
It's fine. I'm just gonna. Open it.
Quiet.
I'm gonna grab it like I'm gonna eat it. Like just grab it threateningly. Like I'm gonna eat it.
I'm gonna be like, put me down!
Yeah.
Yeah, the other troglodytes look at you like...
Quiet!
I feel like I'm in Star Wars. I feel like I'm in Star Wars.
Loud.
I'm gonna start punching like around, like where the illusion is, but not actually where you are.
Help.
Like so it looks like I'm fighting.
Okay.
Does she have her weapons on her?
Do I?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
But you know where they are.
Okay. I point as I punch.
Where did she point?
I like punch
About
in the
15
direction.
feet away on top of a box.
Okay, I'm gonna just walk
I
that
say,
way.
throw me.
I'm gonna walk that way. I can't.
God, the troglodytes are still getting very angry, and you imagine it's because it's like, no, that is our meal to share, you son of a bitch. It's the fucking gist you're getting,
Yeah.
even though you don't understand their language at all.
Rude. Rude.
What language do they
Stop.
speak?
Troglodyte.
Okay.
I'm gonna just knock the cage over
And then walk.
and just walk towards the box.
Rawr.
Carry this one.
Ah.
Towards
I
the
start
weapon.
kicking my little legs.
But one of the other troglodytes is very angry with you now.
I don't care. I'm just booking it towards the box. I don't care.
Stop.
And he tackles you.
Smash. Stop.
Does he though? Does he though?
Ooh, let's look at that. What's your AC?
My AC is 17.
Alright, yeah, he goes up and he's like, and he tries to tackle you. And you just dodge to the side.
Can I pick that one up and put it
Be
on a
like a
shelf?
bouncer. Like throw him out the door.
Can I like pick him up and put him like somewhere high?
Sure. Make a strength check to grab him. Make him, yeah. You get to add 7 or 8. You get to add 8.
17.
That'll do it. So you just pick him up and you put him on basically like a candle
It's an
holder.
elf on a shelf.
Troglodyte on the shelf.
Yeah.
He's like, and he's now he's like 10 feet up on a candle holder, and he's like,
It's extremely confused.
it's not comfortable for him. It's not really meant to be sat on. So he's trying to figure out how to get down.
Who cares? Am I at the box?
Sure.
Okay.
That's so
Set this.
funny.
I'm gonna set this one down in front of me. Grab your weapon.
I do it.
Smash.
All right, you pick up your weapons, and at that point, all the troglodytes who see you are like, and I'd like everyone to roll for this.
Smash!
Smash!
I just blend into the crowd.
I just
Are you?
like
Okay, that's my turn.
whack the nearest troglodyte.
We're going into initiative.
Yeah.
So
Should we roll
14.
the big one? Should we try it again?
Do you want to?
Yes.
Don't
Should
break
roll
run
it
over
quiet.
here.
Don't
over here.
do not roll it in my
Roll it
box
softly.
because it has a weak corner. Actually.
That is here. You can roll it in this.
Oh, okay.
I mean, might as well roll on the ground
Yeah.
so I can, like, tumble.
That's 9.
9.
Minus 1, so 8.
8.
We rolled the same thing. It's just I have a way better bonus.
Rude.
What did everyone get?
14.
6.
Bilingual.
Okay. So you got
14.
14,
12.
12. Okay. And you got 8 and you got 6. Okay. Wait, what'd you get again, Meg? 12. 12. Okay. So it's gonna go Troglodytes, Tyler, Meg, Muckhucker, Jewel.
Sweet.
So
Did we get a surprise round?
No.
the Troglodytes,
We weren't quiet enough.
seeing Wiki
Quiet.
pick up her weapons, begin to run over, and they have an idea that something's up, and a bunch of them, as soon as you've set them her down, the
Yeah.
snow woman down,
Yeah.
the one who's up on the candle holder is like, "Kumacha!" and pointing at you.
Flick him into a window, please.
And a bunch of the troglodytes are up on you guys now. So, to hit Karina, that's a 20 something and a one that's shit.
Uncanny dodge on the higher one.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Oh,
And then-
we haven't healed.
Yep.
There's a third attack coming for you.
I don't have any healing spells.
That's like a 15,
We don't have
That
any.
doesn't
something
hit.
like that.
Mark Zuckerberg's the cleric. He's not.
Rose the paladin.
And then, for Wiki, what's your AC?
14.
14? Okay. One of those
Oh, yeah.
hits. One just barely misses with a 13. And another one gets a 12. Oh wait, these guys have multi-attack.
Wait. They might have disadvantage.
Why?
So I hope the color
Please
can-
finish eating before you talk. Tyler, there's a few more attacks of you, because they have multi-attack. So one of those is a 19,
That hits.
and the other was a fucking 6
Okay.
total, and an 8 total.
Okay. So 2 of
So you're good. And then Wiki,
Oh
none of
no, because I'm not raging yet. Never
those
mind.
aren't good enough to hit you. And then 2 more hits. So you get 3 hits total, and then 1 on Tyler.
Okay.
No, I had 2.
You had 2 hits?
I did.
Okay.
Because the first one was a 23.
Yes, right.
That's the one that I'm
Okay.
dodging.
So
Because I did.
So you take, from that first hit, you only take 2 points of damage. And then the second one, you take 3 points of damage. Wiki, you take
90 points of damage.
5
What?
points of damage. And then 6. And then 4. So total
5, 6, and 4?
15.
15 points
Yeah.
of damage. What was it you asked?
Hmm?
Did you say something when I was doing stuff?
No.
Okay. And then the other troglodytes go up to you, Huckmucker, and they will begin attacking you. Muckhucker, I'm sorry, I messed that up. I made the name, I don't know why, that was a problem for me. So one of them tries to attack you, he got a natural 20 on you, and then a 16 to hit.
Audacity.
Elevator.
Bilingual.
So, 6 plus 2. So 8 points of damage. I hope one of you is keeping track.
Yeah, so that's 82.
Okay. And then 4 more points of damage.
78.
And then 3 more attacks from another troglodyte. One was a natural 1.
Woo.
And another one was a 9. And then a 22 to
They
hit.
just like dip themselves in the face.
Yeah, so another 5 points of damage.
So that is
73.
73.
Yeah, so these troglodytes all come up and start attacking you guys.
Gross.
Next up, Karina.
So
How many Vikings right now?
At the
Too
moment,
many?
a handful, but there's definitely a lot more in the room. But it's a big room, so they don't necessarily aren't all necessarily fighting.
Cool.
Or near you enough to fight.
I'm gonna draw my rapier and my shield,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna stabby one of the ones that hit me.
Okay.
It is 27 to hit,
27 will absolutely hit.
and no one's flanking, right?
No, but you have allies near you.
Okay, so I
Near
need to
them.
attack.
It's relatively close quarters. So I'm just going to say you just kill that dude. Because
Oh, do they not have that much health?
troglodytes aren't especially tough.
Okay.
They are medium-sized lizard men, and they appear pretty tough, but they are not.
Okay.
They're not on the business end of hit points as far as everything in this monster manual goes.
Okay.
And you have sneak attack, so I'm not going to bother.
Okay.
So yeah, you just take out the rapier, shing, and now you guys see a troglodyte wielding a shield and a rapier.
Oh.
Next up, because I believe that's all your stuff.
How much room is behind me? Like, can I disengage and get away from some of them?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll just get as far away as I can.
Okay, you do so. Wiki, what would you like to do?
Charge
Okay.
and attack.
Would you like to rage?
Yes.
All right.
That's what I meant by charge.
Okay.
I haven't figured out what I want to. How I want to phrase things. I don't know. This is my first time playing Barbarian. Leave me alone!
I wasn't attacking you, but okay.
I feel attacked.
You
No one
rage.
said anything.
You guys see the rage in this tiny little gnome's eyes.
Gnome.
And you attack the troglodytes that have taken you and kidnapped you and are now attacking you?
Yes.
Alright, make your attacks.
I don't know how many I have.
You have 2.
I have 2. Okay. What do I have? I have a bad one. Okay. That sucked.
Yeah, it's not great.
Okay.
You can-
That was,
You can always reckless.
No, don't. There's too many troglodytes. Don't.
okay.
You want to get mobbed.
I'm okay then. Yeah. Yeah, I'm raging, and that is a 16 and a 14.
Those both hit.
Okay.
Don't need the rest.
These guys don't wear armor or use weapons. They just rely on their scales and their claws and teeth.
Okay.
So they've been biting and clawing at you guys.
Okay.
Annoying.
Gross.
Yeah, they bit your ankle.
Ow!
Which one?
Pucker.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Which the one biting it seems surprised as you're shaking him around because he expected it to be a hoof. And it's clearly not that as he bites into it.
He's like, this tastes weird.
Why does this taste like stale sweat, not cow?
Gross.
This does not taste like beef.
Yeah. Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
22?
Okay, we'll say it's against 2 separate troglodytes.
Okay.
To the other head. So, separate, what is the damage?
Oh.
On each hit?
8.
You just killed 2 troglodytes. There's a lot of them. They're not.
I rolled an 8 and a 4. I don't know if I did the math right. I'm really tired, okay?
Well, you're raging, so you get a rage bonus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which I believe at this point is it still +2,
Gnome bonus.
Yes.
or is it +3?
I've never played a barbarian.
I've only played the last 20 Barbarians. Which was fun.
How much bonus?
So you kill 2 troglodytes as you bring the battle axe around, cut into one.
Plus 3.
Yeah,
So 8 plus 3 plus 5.
yeah, they're both dead.
Yeah.
And then
They're
4
both
plus 3. Do I add the 5 to the second
Yeah.
attack?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not doing bonus action attack. Like these are
Okay,
extra
yeah,
attack.
no, I'm confused and I'm tired.
No, you got them both.
Okay.
You got them both.
Alright, they're dead.
So like you
Okay.
cut the knee off of one and then bring it down on his head, and then you like bring the other one in right into the chest of the other one and pull your axe out.
Yeah.
I don't either.
And there you go. And then next up, Muckhucker.
Alright, we're gonna spend the bonus action to second wind.
All right, you can roll a d10 and add 9.
Dark.
That is a total of 13.
13.
So
You get 13 hit points back.
that is we're at 86.
86. Whack.
All right, you thwack with your battle axe,
And I whack with my mace.
and you
2.
whack with your mace.
2 whacks. First whack,
That's
10.
10 plus
That'll
8
hit.
or whatever, so.
Second
Garbage
whack,
AC. Thank
15.
God.
Yeah, you guys destroy them. You can roll your d8s.
That is a 6 on the die, so that's plus 5, right? Yeah, so
Yep.
11.
6 on dice. Yeah,
So 11.
so 11.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you bring the Morning Star down and smash one, and then you bring the battle axe around on the one who is biting your foot, and you just.
If we do
Dad.
extra attack, do we get another multi-attack?
You mean action surge?
You already have
Action
your
surge,
multi
yeah.
attack.
That's fine.
If you action surge, it is a multi attack.
Okay. Do you want to do that, or should we save that?
Let's save it.
There's a
Smash.
room that has like 20 something more troglodytes in
Okay.
it. That
Later?
is worth noting. Right now.
Here?
This
Oh,
This room.
And
but
we still have a holder room.
2 done. How many done? 2 dead?
5 down.
5
3.
dead.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Ah,
And there's probably gonna be a fair amount more in like 2 seconds.
With you guys, do you action surge or no?
No.
no.
Jewel.
Cool.
Yeah, save that for the beholder, please.
I was like, what do I want to save for the beholder? I was like, I'm gonna cast Shatter. Just whatever point.
On a large group of them?
Yes.
Yes.
So I can hit. It's a 10-foot radius sphere.
So 20-foot diameter. Yeah, you can hit a fair amount of them with that.
Sweet. They need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Roll your damage first and see if it's worth my while to roll the con save. That was my dice box fault.
Oh.
3d8. I can also just
Take the 2 that are right in the dice box and
Oh!
Ha! That was really good.
19.
19.
19. Okay. Yeah, let's
Like
roll the
without
con
feet? I
saves.
don't I have no
I
idea.
rolled 2 8s and a 3.
So I'm gonna say you hit like 16 of these bad boys.
Jesus!
What's your con save?
So we're gonna roll 4 separate ones for a group of 4 each.
Okay.
What is your DC?
16.
11,
Yeah.
Fail.
18,
Damn.
20,
Ah.
Natural or soft?
16.
Okay, but then it goes to me, right?
Hmm?
If it ties, it goes to the person attacking.
No, they succeed.
Yeah, they succeed.
If
If
it-
you match the DC, you succeed.
It goes to the person defending.
Rolling, yeah.
Gotcha.
Ties good.
So 1/4 of the group that you hit is dead, blown away as you shatter this ear-piercing screech that just hits this giant area. You see the shockwave go out. A bunch of the troglodytes fall dead with blood coming out of their sides of their heads, while the others all
And those are half dead.
and they're all about half dead.
Yeah.
They're all pretty close to dead, yeah.
Cool. Nice.
So that's
I'm not gonna cast.
yeah. So only about 21 more troglodytes.
Where did the D20
Oh,
go?
right, I remember what I was doing.
Next up, the troglodytes.
Yeah.
Unless you have
Wild
anything else to
magic.
do,
Nope.
because you are a sorcerer and you have fun things.
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you roll wild magic?
I just did.
Okay.
It didn't happen.
Good. Checking. It's a fun thing to check for.
Yeah.
The troglodytes are now all running towards you guys, and
Oh no.
yes, one is going to attack you, Jewel, because they know you cast that spell. They heard you do it. And they roll a 19, a 23, and a 7.
Not the 7. The other 2.
11 points of damage to you, Jewel.
Not as bad as I thought that was.
I do have one more spell slot.
We have no ways of healing ourselves.
More, you have
What happened to
resting,
begin
but you
with?
didn't decide to do that.
I stepped on my dice.
We'll do it now.
Some are going to run up to you, Huckmucker.
Well, I mean, only
Muckhucker. All
only,
3
only
hit
Muck is here.
All 3 hits.
on one of them attacking you. And then another one, all 3 hit. So, you're about to take a lot of damage. So 5.
After we kill all these, you guys want to rest?
Yeah. If we get the chance.
You take 28 points of damage as some troglodytes run up and just start tearing at you. Also, is seeming concentration, or do you just want to drop it?
We're bloodied.
Oh, I don't know if it's concentration.
Okay. 2 run up to you, Wiki, and start attacking, because the ones you attacked are dead. But they rolled kind of shit, so for that first one with his round of attacks, only 1 hits you.
Disadvantage.
He hits you with the claw. Why does he have disadvantage?
Eagle.
Why does Eagle give you him disadvantage?
Because I'm raging.
They straight up just have disadvantage when you're raging? Is that what it says?
So.
It is not concentration. It lasts up to
While
8
you're
hours.
raging and aren't wearing heavy armor, other creatures have disadvantage on opportunity attacks.
Opportunity attacks.
Opportunity.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I was gonna say, every single attack
Seems
has
kind of
disadvantage.
powerful.
I got confused. I didn't read the
And
opportunity.
then 2 more hits. So you take 3 hits total, but you're raging, so it's halved. So...
Yeah.
So you only take 8 points of damage total.
8. Gotcha.
And then... Karina, did I get to you yet?
No.
No, okay, well you got farther away, so only 1 is able to come after you, because they were all over this room. And he attacks. And he has a 22 to hit, and an 18 to hit, with your shield does not hit.
Correct. The 22 hits, so...
What about the 6?
Bloody.
You know,
Yes.
that just hits, Harper, that just
You
hits
take
me.
6 points of damage.
Maybe we'll die.
Uncanny Dodge is just, I can do it as a reaction,
Yeah,
right?
it's a
Okay, I'll
reaction.
have it.
6 points of damage for your sass.
So, 3 points of damage, because Uncanny Dodge.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
With that is their turns concluded. As all of them, they begin tearing at all of you with teeth, tooth, and claw.
Ew.
Yeah, it's nasty.
And claw.
Tooth and claw.
Teeth.
Teeth, tooths, and toothes.
Don't...
And then it
You want
is
s-
Karina's
you want
turn.
Smite?
Tough.
Or you
Karina's
get
turn.
Smite. Okay, I'm gonna pull my bow, and I'm gonna shift away from the one in front of me and just take the opportunity attack.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark, and I'm gonna hit the biggest, I'm gonna aim at the one that has
Okay.
the most around, so I can...
That's 17 to hit you, and you put away your bow.
I put away my shield, yeah, so that just hits.
Or you
So-
took out your bow. Yep. So you take 6 points of damage.
I am bloodied. So, and then I'm just gonna shoot at the one that has the most around him with Hunter's Mark, or with Hail of Thorns. I mean,
All right. Yeah, you shoot at an encroaching horde of troglodytes.
that is a 26 to hit.
That'll fucking hit.
Okay, so, and then no sneak attack, right?
Nope.
Okay. So that's 15 to him,
He's dead.
and then 2 points to every troglodyte around him.
Okay. All the troglodytes around him who previously were hit by the shatter, it's like now also all get some thorns that spread out from your arrows. You shoot this arrow at this one guy. Just small needles and thorns begin to hit all these troglodytes, and they're like, in addition to the blood coming from their ear holes, they start getting pelted with tiny needles, and they're like, ah! 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 You hear all these curses in troglodyte. Because this day is just the worst. Everything bad is happening, and they're not dying. It really sucks.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alright, Wiki.
I'm gonna run up and attack.
Alright, you already got 2 dudes on you.
Oh, I'm gonna attack.
Alright, you attack. What do you get?
Cannot see. 19
One is a 4.
and one is a 4, but 4 plus 9 is 13.
That'll still hit, believe it or not.
And then the 19, I'm assuming, will hit.
Yes. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say these dudes were in the shatter, so you just kill them.
Okay.
Because they don't have much left. Your bonus is enough to get them. So you just bring the axe around twice. And we are down to... Okay. I know how many are left. It's still a fair amount, but yes. Muckhucker.
I swing my morning star.
Swing your mighty morning star and battle axe, Muckhucker. Be at him.
That is 16 on the die.
That'll hit.
1 on the die, so that's 6 damage.
4 to hit. I can't remember what it is.
Plus
8?
Plus
Yeah,
8.
so
You
that's
have
12.
enough to hit.
Oh.
It's a D8.
Wait,
It's a D8 for the battle axe.
Yes. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Here it is. 7.
Plus 5, so that's
12.
You kill him.
Dead.
Then it is Jules' turn again. As your companions are going around just like bringing axes down on these troglodyte hordes, what does Jewel do? And are the illusions still there?
Yeah, it's not concentration.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
It
could
lasts-
drop them if you wished, but that's up
I'll
to
leave
you.
it. It lasts 8 hours. Might as well just let it go.
Let it run its course.
Maybe the beholder will be distracted by it.
Right.
It won't think of us as a threat.
Exactly.
It's like, dang it, I forgot. I assume the Minotaur is on my side.
Yeah.
Even though I know it's not.
You know, I'm just a fool of my own convictions. It's fine.
I missed the red outline.
It's like in Monopoly, like I usually play as the car, so someone else plays as the car, like that's what I reach for. But
Yeah. And like when the car lands on something good,
and I'm like, oh, and then I remember like, oh wait, that's not me because they got the car before I did.
Do I want to use that now?
Do you? Do you really want to go down this road?
There's like a lot of them left.
Yeah.
How many spell slots is that? Let me look up one more spell real quick,
All right.
and then I'll be good to go.
Okay.
Uh,
Troglodytes are on deck.
okay,
let
and that's
everyone
just only
know.
gonna target one person. I'm gonna use Fireball in the middle of all the troglodytes.
Okay. You fireball. Troglodytes cannot cannot resist the power of 8d6.
No.
You can roll if you want to, but unless you roll all ones,
I doubt I would.
I have a feeling that the troglodytes will survive. Or not survive.
Even if she rolled all ones, she could empower it
she could.
and re-roll all of them. It doesn't even matter. 'Cause
So,
sorcerers.
Jewel, this troglodyte sorceress, lets loose a fireball that goes off on a bunch of the troglodytes that were not near you guys. Or maybe they is a bit close to Huckmucker, who's on the edge of the action. Muckhucker. I don't know why I keep messing that up. Like, so just an explosion of fire takes out a bunch of the uneaten food and the troglodytes, and some of the stuff is now on fire in the room. But now there's only like...
It's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, it's pretty big. So we'll say you catch the edge and try not to hit any of your allies, and we're going to say there's only like 7 troglodytes left.
Cool.
Cool.
Who all look at the explosion and they're like, oh no.
We don't speak troglodyte, but we can hear the...
They're just like...
Shit.
Yeah. So they start, so like, oh yeah, the one up on the candle, the candle holder. Make an athletics check for acrobatics. Get down.
He's gonna squish.
Okay. He goes down and he succeeds on his eye. Oh, look, it's glowing.
Oh, cool.
Glowy dice. So he takes half damage. As he falls, he does a quick tuck and roll. He hurts his knees a little bit. But only takes 2 points of damage. He's down from the candle holder, and he's like, he yells something in troglodyte. And the troglodytes all, and they all disengage from you guys and start running out the door.
Elevator.
Elevator.
Oh, out the main doors?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
They're all running.
Done.
Your computer went to sleep, by the way.
That's fine. It's still on.
No.
Tired. Now.
So you guys can pursue if you want, but they are fleeing.
Let's take a long rest right here. No.
Just do it. Can we lock the doors and take a long rest?
Just for the sake of just seeing how many of them I could kill. I have a range of 600 feet with my oath bow. What's their movement speed?
Like 30 feet.
Okay. You said there's like 7 left, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I just roll to see if I can kill them all before they leave my range?
Can I use my crossbow to help out?
You can roll twice.
Okay.
And then past a certain point, once they get to the main gate and start getting that open,
I'll just send another fireball right in front of them.
they go out
Right.
and start going around the side, so you stop pelting them with arrows. So you can roll.
An 11.
A little bit of Twilight
That'll hit.
D&D for you.
Really?
Yes.
And no sneak attack?
No sneak attack.
Okay. That doesn't matter. Still probably gonna kill him. 13 points of damage.
That'll do it.
Yep. And then this next one.
These guys are babies.
That's a 13 to hit.
That will also hit.
And another 13 points of damage.
Alright, you kill 2 of them as they flee, and then they just start going on the sides out of your range, unless you wish to pursue.
No.
Nah.
And they
Yeah,
flee
no.
into the forest, led by the dude who was stuck up on the candle thing that I forgot about. He was working up his nerve.
It's like, I'm gonna get him.
Hucker is asleep.
Hucker is asleep, and
Yeah.
Muck is awake, yes?
Nap?
Because that's the thing, you guys have the wakeful feature.
Yeah.
Wait, what's
So-
that?
It means
One
when
head's
one of the
awake,
heads
one's
is asleep, the other one is awake.
Can I still control that side?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Hucker is asleep and Muck is alert, and you guys are taking a rest.
Yeah.
Oh, it's now we can rest?
If you want
okay,
to.
now I'm gonna go to bed. Sleep.
Huh? No, as soon as you go to sleep, I wake up.
I'm gonna go around the room and see if there's anything worthwhile for me to loot.
Let's loot all the bodies.
Salute.
Yeah, you find there's a lot
Wine?
of
Ale.
food and general goods. A lot of the food's gone bad, but the troglodytes didn't seem to care. Some of
Right.
it is burnt and on fire because of a fireball.
It is currently on fire.
No valuables or anything really in this room.
What about all of them?
What happened to my Mulan card?
You're valuable.
Yeah, you were not. You get the Mulan card in the future, don't worry.
Okay. Like.
You're a young entrepreneur at this point.
Okay.
So As far as your goods are fine, Wiki, so you recover those. And you could probably get those offloaded at some point. You're strong enough to carry them. You find general goods, clothes, and stuff that the troglodytes wouldn't be interested in. Treasure, you do find some gold. So, yeah, you find assorted loose change in the form of, like, 37 silver pieces.
Can I roll hit dice for us to heal?
Yes.
Okay. You need it.
You can roll 90-10.
I take the shiniest coin.
2 plus 3.
You take the shiniest coin. There's also 90 copper pieces.
I take 2 shiny coins, so I can give one to...
Subtract whatever Jewel takes.
I want 2 shiny coins.
So
One
I
for
give you a
myself.
copper and a silver.
Cool. I'll keep the silver and give Mark Zuckerberg the copper piece.
Don't give him copper wiring. He might discover how to make a computer.
And 8 gold.
We don't want that.
8 gold pieces.
Shiny.
And 8 gold pieces. Okay. Are we taking a long rest or a short rest?
Whatever.
That's not an answer.
Whatever
What?
you guys want.
Long rest.
I'm
Okay.
already asleep, so just wake me up.
Yeah,
Like,
let's
I
take a
stopped
long
Jordan,
rest because I'd
apparently
like
we're
my.
taking a long rest.
I'd like my.
And this is pointless.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Oh yeah, you know how much you get to add to those, yes, Jordan?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
Well, it doesn't matter. We're taking a long rest.
Okay.
Because I want my spells back.
Exactly.
so do I.
Yeah, so maybe don't go to Sigil next time. You want your spells back so bad, Jordan?
I want my deer form back.
No, you see we have like hex once
I
per day.
want my rapiers.
If
You get every spell once per day.
Yes.
every single spell.
Every spell.
When I turn back into Ro, I think my intelligence goes up by 2.
Your
Mine-
mental stats stay the same in deer form.
His intelligence is like 9. He's dumb.
My
That's
Nice.
just below
My
average.
intelligence
He's my
goes up by
sweet-
12.
He's
We
my
got
sweet
going
little
south.
boy. He's my dumb, my stupid deer. He's so dumb.